Welcome to Uncharted, a game where you go on a great adventure to find the lost city of El Dorado, starring Nathan Drake, Sully, and Elena. And you play as Nathan Drake, a man that goes from cracking a silly little joke,
careful,
Christ almighty.
Just kidding.
to committing mass murder like it's just a regular Tuesday. But despite this lunar narrative dissonance, Uncharted is a great video game that both inspired more cinematic storytelling in gaming and also was the start of its great franchise. It has funny writing, great acting, and an engaging storyline. With all this in mind, let's start at the beginning. Uncharted 1 starts off with Nate and Elena on a boat, with the reason for her being there is because Nate is broke as shit and needed funding from her show to go on this expedition of his. Nate is here to dig up a grave, because again, he's actually a fucking psychopath. But guess what? The grave's fucking empty, and instead has his diary in it. Let me have a look at your diary. Nuh-uh! But that doesn't matter because the moment is cut short because a bunch of pirates show up, and Nate suddenly asks Elena if she knows how to use a gun. Nate and Elena shoot the fuck out of the pirates, and then Sully blows up her boat but ends up actually saving the day. Elena is chill about murder.
nothing that years of therapy won't fix.
And by the way, I don't know how the fuck that camera survived. She clearly had to go underwater when jumping off the boat, but okay. Elena still wants to look at Nate's diary, but she's ruining the fucking boys trip. Ugh! So we land at this random ass place to discuss the plan. Nate starts yapping about some nerd shit, and Sully don't give a fuck about that. He just wants the damn gold. So Nate's like, we gotta go. So they take off and leave Elena alone and the island to fucking die. That's what you get for making the camera disappear. And then we start the search for El Dorado. We scour through the jungle and find an underground temple. We make our way through the temple, swim in some poopy water, almost die, and voila! A big ass Nazi boat. We get into the boat, find a guy relieving some back pain, and since Drake is broke as hell, of course he starts looting him for his cash immediately. We continue further into the boat and find that the captain has been brutally murdered, and this hit Sully really hard for some reason.
Yeah, it looks like he was killed. Ripped to shreds, actually. Oof, what a way to go.
Yeah, sounds terrible. Check his wallet.
Oh shit, no, they got Sully! Nathan, let me read your diary. Sully, no! Oh fuck, I have a literal AK-47 in my hands, but for some reason I can't shoot him. Run. Oh, hey Elena.
Please tell me you have a gun.
Of course, I'm American. We run back through the temple, gun down a bunch of soldiers, do some sick parkour moves, and shablam! We find a truck, so let's get the fuck out of here.
You always been this popular?
No, but I know how to transform a car into a plane. So we're chilling in the plane, until we're not.
Crap! We're on fire!
Alright, chill bruh, we ain't Peggy. Luckily, we have parachutes, but oh shit, mine has a hole in it and we dead. I'm left hanging like the guy in Logan Paul's classic video. Small hiccup, whatever, right back at it. After going further through the jungle, shooting some more dudes, and watching a guy turn into a shish kebab, I finally found this big ass castle thing. And after climbing, and fucking climbing this thing, I finally found Elena, and I decided to let her fucking die. Just kidding, that's just what I wish happened. Instead, I get blown up, somehow survive, and wake up in prison. Oh, and Elena's here too. Hey, can you help me? Oh, hey, who the fuck are you? Bad guy? Oh, okay, cool.
Out an armed guard, and I have nothing to show for it!
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Alright, bro, have a good one. We blow some more shit up while in the back of this truck, almost die again, and then Mr. Crybaby shows up. Let me read your goddamn diary. Rather fucking kill myself. We somehow survive Nate's suicide attempt, get through this little water temple part, and then we find a jet ski. We blow up some shit, kill some more bad guys. Elena briefly talks about pegging, and I frankly find that quite distracting, so we continue onward. I finally get to the boat, and as I'm about to get a quadruple wipeout on these fuckers on the boat, Elena starts distracting me with stupid ass footage of Sully being alive. But he low-key do be betraying us though, and our boat just left. Thanks! So now we're looking for Sully so we can beat the shit out of him for faking his death. We keep going and get to this extremely safe looking bridge, and of course it breaks and Elena almost loses her fucking life. But she seems more bothered over that she lost her camera. Shouldn't have saved her, Nate. We go into yet another stupid ass jet ski part and blow up some more shit. When we finally get to the sanctuary, we find yet another shish kebab guy, and for some reason Elena turns into Logan Paul for a second.
Oh, I wish I had my camera.
Then we proceed to kill a bunch more fucking people, you know the drill, blah blah blah. Then we find Sully and find out he's been forced to work with him and survive the gunshot with, what do you know, my fucking diary. Nate resists the urge to beat the shit out of him, but only because he tells us the treasure we're looking for is the place we're standing in right now, so yes, let's keep going. And then the best part of the whole game happens.
Nate? Be careful.
Come on. I always am. Ah!
I did not see that!
Nate ends up going in alone and finding his way through the monastery, doing some sick parkour shit, and then finally we find the location of the vault with all the treasure. We meet with the gang at the spot and do another quick puzzle, and bada bing bada boom, looks like we're in business. So we're finally in the vault and we get separated from Sully. That's fine because we just commit some more murder, do some more stunts, and look at that, we find Sir Francis Drake dead after someone read his diary. And also there's no treasure. I'm now depressed, but despite that I push through and give Elena a boost to the ladder, and aw shit, this fucking guy is back. And yo, what the fuck is that? Yeah, so I forgot to mention this game has these fucking creatures called descendants, and Nate and the crybaby guy end up making a temporary alliance when fighting these things, but in the end he sacrifices himself for Nate. Wow, rest in peace crybaby bro. Finally get out of the creature filled dungeon and instead enter a room with shit smeared on the walls, but more importantly it's an old Nazi control room or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. So we need to turn the power on so we can take the elevator to the surface, and Elena ain't about that poor core life, so we leave her to die again with the creatures, and we enter the scary ass part of the game that low-key starts feeling like a horror game because of how dark it is. But when you realize you can just mow them down like bowling pins, it's not as scary anymore. We find a room with an old film player thing, and we find out that the very treasure we're looking for is what's turning people into the fucked up creatures or demons or whatever. Apparently the entire thing just holds a huge curse, so yay I guess. We finally get back to Elena and surprise surprise, she's been captured by the asshole. So now we're going back to gunning down bad guys, but now we're also gunning down demons at the same time, so cool I guess. After a huge gunfight we finally get to the surface, and guess what, we get into an even bigger gunfight, and after that we are finally at the ending conflict. This dude starts flirting with the treasure for some reason, and then his friend says, hey bro, I heard if you open it you become a Sigma. He opens it and this releases the smell of a fart so bad it first turns him into Walter White to then turn him into a fucking demon. Navarro, this guy, wants to take it with him and blah blah. Basically, if he takes it, the entire world is probably going to be in big trouble. We shoot the last of the dudes in the game and jump onto the statue, to then in a series of events make the helicopter fucking crash and cause this epic fight scene between Nate and Navarro. Bam, 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 bam. Nate pushes the helicopter into the water and the entire treasure goes down into the water with him. But now we're all left wondering, was this all for nothing? Did we just save the world but Nate is still a broke ass bitch? No, because 5 seconds later, Sully shows up.
I like this one better.
Sully, you beautiful son of a bitch!
And that's where it ends. Probably over 1,000 dead bodies, trauma for life, and one hell of a story later, this has been Uncharted's Drake. Fuck!
Bad.